I'm proud to be with all of you virtually because we know these are very tough times for an awful lot of folks, and we need to find those opportunities to celebrate. And this is truly something great to celebrate. 180 homes now made available to some of our most vulnerable seniors. I am so grateful for all the folks who made Laurel Grove and Park Avenue come to life, and how they've helped so many folks get off the street, or those who may be in peril, worried about being pushed out on the street, being able to continue to live a life with dignity. And of course, I want to thank Catherine Harris and the Housing Authority. The vouchers, obviously, they provide are a lifeline to thousands of our residents. I am thrilled to see these two projects up and running, filled with people who deeply appreciate, without knowing who you are, I know they deeply appreciate all the work that went into building these two projects. And I want to also thank all those women and men who were out there building, particularly over the last few months during this period of COVID, when we know going to work itself was something of a hazardous activity. Those who stepped out and continued to work to build affordable housing for all of us. Thank you to each of them. We do have much to celebrate even in these tough times. Thank you for allowing me to join the celebration.
Hi, I'm Councilmember Dev Davis. I represent District 6 in the city of San Jose. Thank you to the community for making these developments possible. I also want to acknowledge the many city staff members from planning, permitting, and the housing departments who helped these projects get built. It is through partnership and community commitment to solving homelessness that we can support vulnerable and extremely low-income populations through permanent supportive housing and collaborative new housing developments. The successful housing of vulnerable senior populations during the pandemic is especially to be applauded. Park Avenue Senior Apartments saw a full lease-up during April 2020, just 1 month into our county's shelter-in-place order. 120 senior residents now have safely moved into their new homes at Park Avenue Senior Apartments, thanks to the colossal efforts of the Santa Clara County Housing Authority, property manager FPI Management, nonprofit social services provider Life Steps, and the county's Office of Supportive Housing. I am committed to helping all types of housing get built in the District 6 because seniors, young people, and families all need places to live that they can afford. Our community thrives when people from all walks of life can coexist together. Our office is looking forward to collaborating in the future with Santa Clara County Housing Authority to get more projects like this built, more affordable projects in the city of San Jose. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting our community.
I'm Thomas Naslu. I'm a resident at Laurel Grove Apartments. I've been living here going on my 2nd year now. I was homeless for about 7 years on the street, right around the time when I got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and soon after that I lost my mobility and I was in a wheelchair. And my parents died and I was all alone, so I ended up being homeless. And New Directions is the social worker company that supports me here. They did all the paperwork, everything, and I was able to move in here. Like I was saying earlier, to be able to live here, I have access to electricity, clean water, shelter, which are very important things that, you can't go without. And this has been a good experience for me. And I'd like to thank everybody. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Susan Ellenberg, member of the Santa Clara County Board of Supervisors representing District 4. And I want to begin my comments this morning with a heartfelt thank you, first and foremost, to the community for welcoming this development into your neighborhood. Santa Clara County Housing Authority has a tradition as a developer of serving a portion of our special needs population, as demonstrated here with the 20% of apartment homes within both Park Avenue and Laurel Grove that serve chronically homeless or special need populations, as well as senior communities at Park Avenue. The Chronically Homeless Direct Referral Program is a locally designed program that serves chronically unhoused members of our community by directly referring them to housing from the streets and connecting them to supportive services provided by the county. Following a housing first model, chronically unhoused individuals and families who are not on the County Housing Authority's voucher waiting list are referred for tenant-based housing assistance and connected to case management services provided by the county. These services can include assistance with the initial process of securing housing, as well as various referrals and services to help families maintain housing stability and achieve reintegration into the community. Likewise, the Special Needs Program serves people with disabilities who require intensive case management and supportive services provided by the county to obtain and maintain housing. These programs give the Housing Authority the flexibility to work directly with the county and community partners to rapidly house and provide supportive services to our most vulnerable populations. Together, we continually adapt the two programs' designs to help to address ongoing local needs.
Hey everybody, my name is Jen Loving and I work at Destination Home, but I'm also the chair of the Housing Authority of Santa Clara County's Board of Commissioners. And the Housing Authority doesn't do our work alone. It's the result of incredibly important community partnerships, and this work really, especially in recent years, we've been driving home the importance of building housing for most vulnerable, and in this case, extremely low income families, as we saw with, who moved into the project and how important it is to be building the housing that people need. And so my gratitude is to the team, the Housing Authority team, but not just the Housing Authority team. It's the property management team, FPI, it's Life Steps, it's our elected officials, it's Council Member Deb Davis, it's Supervisor Susan Ellenberg. It's this team approach that comes together to really do whatever it takes, and in this case, to do whatever it takes in the middle of a pandemic, to make sure that very vulnerable seniors are not on the streets, to make sure that very vulnerable families have a roof over their heads, and nothing happens in isolation. And this work today that we're celebrating is just a testimony of how the community has been coming together, working together, and really committing to make a difference for really the most vulnerable families and elders in our community, and that's always going to be folks that are on our streets, folks that are making 0 to 30% of area median income, folks with disabilities, or folks on fixed income, and so you are doing something that is affecting so many people in a way that is really going to not only change their lives but save their lives. So thank you so much.
I appreciate the opportunity to join this grand opening, even if it's only virtually. As our country and community grapple with immediate serious challenges of COVID-19, the opening of Laurel Grove Family Apartments and Park Avenue Senior Apartments is a very welcome bit of good news for our community. I supported this development from its earliest stages, and I remember the excitement and the hope the 2016 groundbreaking had for us all. These new units, accessible for households earning between 20 and 50% of our county's median income, as well as residents who have special needs, are going to be a lifeline for those in our community who are vulnerable, both families and seniors. Importantly, these developments offer a range of on-site resident services and are close to Diridon Station, grocery stores, parks, and other valuable community infrastructure, keeping residents within reach of anything they might need to go from surviving to thriving. Of course, lots of work needs to be done to bring down the cost of housing in our region. It's a complex problem that will take the efforts of federal, state, local, and private sector actors. But today, let's celebrate this project. I want to thank the Santa Clara County Housing Authority and to many of you who worked so hard to bring this affordable housing project to life. Let's celebrate for the families and seniors who will thrive in this development. Thanks so much.